Anthropic just dropped Claude Code Figma MCP and is a real game changer for anyone designing and building products. And here's the problem that it solves. Up until now, if you were using Cursor with the Figma MCP, the flow worked only in one direction. You could pull a Figma design into Cursor and use it as a context to generate your code. But what if you wanted to go the other way around? Take the UI that you already built in Claude Code and push it back to Figma for revisions. That was not possible up until now when Claude Code introduced the Claude Code Figma MCP. So in this video, we will go through the installation, how you could install the Claude Code Figma MCP inside the terminal. Also, I will show you how to install it in the Claude Code desktop app. We will go over a few use cases, and then I will actually compare it also to Figma Make. And as always, I will have all the resources in the description down below. Make sure to download it to follow along. So let's get into the installation part. How to install the Figma MCP. So you need to open your terminal and paste this command. The scope user flag will install the MCP across your all projects. And in case you don't want to install it across your whole projects and you just want to install it for the particular project, just omit this flag, yeah? So click run. All right, now we would need to open the Claude instance. And now you would need to type MCP and go through the authentication process. And as you can see here, Figma needs authentication. Just click on it and click authenticate. Now a browser window will open. You would see something like this. You just need to click agree. Now you will see here authentication successful, connected to Figma. So let's validate it again. All right, now it's connected. So if you click again, you could actually see here all the tools of the MCP. And now let's go ahead and use some of these tools. So I will press now escape to go back, and let's tell, hey Claude, build me a simple 3-section landing page for an AI analytics company. Do not use purple gradients and make it premium and modern. Okay, so now it will start building it. I don't expect much from the design, but this is not about having a perfect design. It's just to showcase the abilities of this MCP connection. So while it is building, I want to show you also that the same process you could also use in the Claude Code desktop app. And I would say the user experience, especially when you work with frontend, is essentially better. How you will install it over here, you would just go to customize and you will go to connectors. You will go to Figma, you will connect it to your account. So again, here you will need to authenticate. And here you could also add the official Figma plugin. So what this plugin has, it actually has like in a bundle, the MCP servers, all the skills, all the tools that it will use. You will click manage here, and now you can see it also installed all the skills that you need. So now you're ready to also use it through the Claude Code interface if you want. But let's go back to our terminal. I hope it's ready now. In the meantime, you also need to open a new Figma project, a new basically Figma page, and what we will do, we will just copy the link and now send it there. Okay, so it's also finished the design. So here it is. Again, we don't judge the design. It's not good. We just test the capabilities at the moment. All right, so now this is the most important part. So as you can see here, I can select an element and I can send it to Figma. So now if I open my Figma board, you will see it here, that it sent all the design here, right? So that was not possible before. It will be just one-way connection. You would be able to send just the designs from Figma to Claude, to Cursor, to whatever. But now the capability is that you could directly design something, build something on Claude Code, and then send it back to Figma. Now, in case, let's say you have a team or you want to make any changes, you could easily do these changes. Here it's a bit broken. So let's say now I want to change this to red. I will just change it. I will do any other modifications that, require. And I can just, again, send it back to, copy the URL and just go back and say, apply these changes. Now it will understand what are the changes. Okay, so I see the change is clear. The get started nav button should be red. All right, so now the changes are done. So if we go back to the page and refresh, here we can see the button is red. So another thing that you could do is that you might want to just send to Figma a particular element. So you could select an element. Let's say I want to select this element, and now I can just paste it here. And again, you could just either send the whole design or the particular elements. Then you could paste that. You could, let's say, do the changes. Let's say this, I want it to be this color. Copy, link, going back to your coding agent and say apply changes. So it's doing now the changes. Okay, now let's see. Okay, now it did the change, it just changed the color here. So yeah, so you got the point. Even if you start something on Figma, you could essentially build it in Claude Code and you want to send it back to Figma for your team or your stakeholders or your client to verify to basically do some changes, you could now easily do it. So let's look into another use case, and that is creating diagrams in FigJam. So now I will tell it, hey Claude, please create a diagram of the website user flow and send it to FigJam. Okay, so it will now start doing that. The diagram is ready. Here, your user flow in FigJam. Okay, so as you can see here, it created the diagram. So we have when a user arrives, the go to hero section, they can scroll down, watch the demo, and so on. So this is very handy, especially when you have like multiple pages, multiple user flows. You just let Claude Code to create the diagrams and then just send it directly to FigJam. So amazing use case, I would say. The other use case that I want to show you is this command here. So if you type /, you will see this command here, create design system rules. And what does this command does, it will analyze our code base, it will look into what components we have, what is their styling approaches, where are design tokens defined, and so on. Then it will generate project-specific design rules. For instance, use specific components from the components folder. Never hard code hex colors. You use the tokens from the tokens folder. Use the icons from here. So all these stylistic decisions that the AI needs to follow in order to generate the UI, the design according to our style guidelines. The thing is, our website that we generated before, as you can see here, the files, we just have one HTML file. We don't have design tokens, we don't have a styling system, and this will actually not work because it requires to already have that in the code base. So I will show you how it looks like in another code base that all of that are defined. So this is another UI that I built. And as you can see here, we have already the design tokens defined. We have a storybook, which is essentially a tool that documents our components. We have here all our components defined. So it's the perfect example to show you here how this works. So if I go here, create design system rules, let me also close this file system. All right, so tool use, do you want to proceed? Yes. Yes. I did not enable YOLO mode on Claude Code yet. So I always need to approve stuff, but that's okay. Okay, so here essentially what it did, it analyzed our code base and now it generates the design system rules and it will save them into claude.md file. Okay, now it generated the file. So if you open the Claude.md file, you will see that, let me do the preview mode. It understood our project, that is a workforce management company, the technologies that we use, the frameworks, what component libraries we use and everything, where the components are organized. So they're all here, where to add new components, important conventions, and all the styling rules and where to find the design tokens. So this document that essentially documents all our stylistic decisions or our tokens or how essentially rules how to use these tokens, where do they live and so on. I used to generate on my own, but actually now with this Figma MCP command, it is generating it automatically and it's actually pretty good. So yeah, that's another use case that you could use so you could achieve consistent designs based on your existing code base and design system and component structure. Okay, so I find the capabilities of this two-way communication between Claude Code back to Figma, back to Claude Code amazing. However, if you're a Figma power user and you already have subscription to Figma Make, you are already very familiar probably with this system. Here's another basically product design that I did with Figma Make. I generated this whole design on Figma Make. As you can know, you could also get the code. And then this send back to Figma is not something new. So here I could just click copy and send it here essentially back to Figma, where again, if you need to do some changes, you could already do them. However, if you a Claude Code first user and you build already your product there, and now you just want to send it back to Figma to maybe document the components, build your design system, iterate with your team, and so on, this is amazing. But again, if you're already using Figma Make for your designs, I think to start basically designing on Claude Code is a bit overkill. So yeah, that was all for the video today. Let me know what you think of this new feature. I really like it. There were a lot of instances where we built something already in Cursor, now in Claude Code, and then the client wanted to do some iterations. I needed to show it to a team member, and what you would do, you would just take screenshots, you would do a video, or the team member needed to install the project, open the server, but this makes the whole process much easier. So yeah, thanks again for making it until here, and I'll see you at the next one.